Welcome to the Neen Valley Role-Playing Association, a group of friends who like to play RPGs. Let's role-playing games and try and have fun. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.
We now have a merch store for our USA listeners. It can be found at www.bonfire.com/store. We will put a full link into the description below. Thank you for your support.
Lovely. Hello. Right. Well, last week was fun in that we didn't get anything done really. Well, we kind of did a little bit, but we just sort of also got a bit lost, and that was kind of in large part my fault, and I understand that. So let's see what we can do this week. Now, the exciting situation that we find ourselves in is that Varo is looking for his mentor, and he has discovered that his mentor had a secret daughter, who, in fact, his mentor did not even know anything about. So Kelric Sunwish has a secret daughter called Aldia, and you have found her, and you have had a chat to her, or rather Varo has, and so you find yourselves at this point kind of middle of the evening at a little bit of a loss as to what to do. You think that perhaps some of your behaviour in the Golden Mermaid has been noticed, so perhaps it's time to shift venues or reconsider what you are going to do. And so, the sun has set, the lanterns around the town are lit, and people are abroad, and so it's your choice as to what you want to do next.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
No, it's not dark. It's, as I say, there's lanterns.
Okay.
I mean, you could head back to the ship and just chill out for the evening. You could take a stroll around the local streets. You could find another hostelry. It's your call, really. You could gather some intelligence by chatting to someone. I don't know who that would be, but I will listen to your suggestions. Plenty of options.
Well, what do you think, Varo? Try your hand at being a bard again? It's been a while.
I could give it a go.
Let's find a place, pump it for information, limber up your fingers, play that lute, or whatever it is you do.
Don't play a lute, don't you toot his flute.
Toots his flute, that's right. All right, well, I just start looking around to see if there's other decently reputable looking places off of this main square area, or if there's other stuff like that. Just looking as we're walking.
Yeah, you walk back out, and to your left heads back down to the port. To your right, you're on what is essentially a sort of like a broad. It's not quite a plaza. It's a little bit narrower than that. It's kind of narrow and long, but it's like a long. It's essentially just a wide street, and the town is pretty much set to either side. And actually, the street goes along, and in the distance you can see a gate, a city gate, that leads out into the countryside beyond. There is actually a defensive wall at the back of the city. Around you, there are no. I mean, there are a few other places. There are some inns, and there are some clearly some food establishments. There's also kind of lining the edge of the street on both sides. There are a series of like food carts and food and drink vendors. It seems that people here enjoy an evening passeggiata, and they're actually, you see a number of people just sort of they're having a stroll through the town and stopping and talking and so forth. You think you would have to probably head just kind of to your right, and then probably left or right. There are two major thoroughfares. Particularly, the one to the left is where all of the artisans, producers of craft goods.
We're going to the left.
The tailors and the leather workers and those kind of people.
Milliners.
Yep, milliners, etc.
There you go. You're all set.
Okay, just
All
after the tailor, is there a hatter?
Yeah, milliner.
Oh, is
That's
that
what
what
a
you call
milliner
it?
is.
No, I think
Yeah,
there's a series
milliners.
of. So there's a number of. Essentially,
Didn't know that.
it is a street that is lined both sides with businesses that produce craft items and have small display windows showing their goods. Some of them are already closed, but some still have their doors open. You could go in and wander around. They have a small area in the front, and then they have their actual kind of production facilities at the rear.
Kind of makes sense, really,
Rather
doesn't
than
it?
pure
I mean,
these are people
you can't
who sell
really,
goods to the general public.
you can't really call them Mad Hatters if they're Mad Milliners.
It's an alternate
Yeah, it just
Phrase,
doesn't have the
yeah.
same ring to it, though, Varo.
called milliners or hatters.
I prefer the
I
term
think
raving milliner.
Yeah, I think I have a feeling that milliner is more to do with women's headgear. But I could be wrong.
I
Perfect.
don't think so.
Perfect, because it is for a lady that I wish to peruse.
Yeah, it does say here the term milliner is usually used to describe a person who applies traditional hand craftsmanship to design, make, sell, or trim hats, primarily for a mostly female clientele. There you go.
And you learn something every day.
Have you noticed how in ETU we're obsessed with bacon, and in this game we're obsessed with hats?
Yep.
It's because hat
I
rhymes with
don't know
something.
how
I
it
don't know what
happens.
Well, there seems to be one connecting link in both games that is becoming obsessed with these details.
Anyway, while they go off and plonk bits of felt and leather on their heads, Varo's going to go and try and find see if there's a free clinic, that kind of thing, where he can help out with cure wounds or that kind of thing. Don't know if there's that sort of
Right, so
thing.
not on this street, there isn't.
No, not on this street. It's somewhere in town, maybe.
All right.
I look at
You're going
Lovlaw.
to let them walk up the street and start looking for a hat shop, and you're going to turn around and go in the opposite direction.
Yeah, wait. Well, I mean, it's supposed to be pretty safe here. So yeah, should be safe here.
Yeah, I mean, you where you are in this area around the port is larger buildings and certainly looks relatively well trafficked and safe. These are larger streets. They're broader. They're well lit, and the beautiful white stone of the place is provides enough light that it's not there's not people lurking in shadows.
Yeah,
you think that there are some areas further out that narrower alleys, darker streets that you would probably want to be more cautious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you'd pay a lot more attention. You'd basically make sure Lovlaw was with you, so people were less inclined to mess with you.
So so Varo's going to tell everyone where he's going.
All right.
He's going to go off and do some good deeds.
Okay, so that's not a problem.
I look at Lovlaw and I go, you might want to go with Varo, Lovlaw. You know the type of ointment you need, or the type of ointment he might need, depending on where he's put it in the last couple of days.
Hey, I'm being very nobly piratical. Sort of thing a good pirate would do, isn't it, Shaggy?
John, I try and find
a good pirate would plunder.
I'll stay with Varo as he wanders across, and then I'll, as he goes into this establishment, I'll look around and see if there's like a little wine shop or something like that where I can grab a table outside and just sort of keep an eye on the place. And I'll just sort of sit back and relax.
There's actually somebody who's got a small tent set up. So they've got a cart, and then off the kind of around the cart, they've assembled a small tent, really, which is just for serving. And they've laid out some tables, and you sit down, and they come over and they bring you some wine. And you're not far from the building that he's just wandered into, which you can see is a religious building. And he's gone off in there. So Lovelaw, you head inside and you just have a chat to them, and they are really grateful because they've got a number of people with injuries because apparently somebody had a fall, and so any healing that you can offer is really welcome. So you burn all of your healing spells for this evening.
Okay, probably.
Sorry, no, nothing. All good. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be
Very good.
Well, in actual fact, what I'll use mainly is I'll be using. Where is it?
Inflict wounds.
No, it's thingy rest. Oh gosh, where is it? Song of Rest. If you or any friendly creatures who can heal your performance regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending one of my hit dice, each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points. Which, I mean, admittedly, they're not having short rests, but basically the idea is it's a gentle song of healing that will help people to, recover.
Okay.
So I'm not using
those spell slots later. Not going to burn them now.
I will definitely use some cure wounds where necessary. Yeah. But obviously
there's actually quite badly injured. There's a young dwarf who's actually quite badly injured.
Yeah. So and definitely use it on him.
Wounds, but you lay your hands on and cure wounds. And after about 10 minutes, they spring up and they take off the simple white robe that they were dressed in and put their gear back on and say thank you very much, and off they go. And the person they fell off the roof. They were doing some roofing. It slipped and fell off, and they were quite badly injured. And you've just saved them a lot of pain, a lot of aggro.
Yeah, good.
So he's very thankful. This dwarf, he's just can't thank you enough, and off he goes.
So
the problem is the kind of healing that you guys dish out to each other and whatever is actually. It's quite difficult and expensive a lot of the time.
Yeah. So just a few cure wounds where necessary, and mostly Song of Rest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I mean, it definitely helps. You got some people in there who've got long-term sicknesses. It definitely helps. Cat's having a stroke again.
Ah!
He's
Nope.
trying to rip her paws off the desk.
That's funny.
Sorry, I just amused myself all evening. Anyway, right.
Anyway, so that's what Varo's done.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you see, wander up the rest of you wander up the street. Lovelaw, you're just drinking actually not a bad
Just relax.
glass of red wine. They've got these small kegs on this cart, and they've served you up a white wine, a red wine. It's perfect temperature. Actually, it's really drinkable, and you're just sitting sipping it.
Are there any people around playing the game that we played with the old Taxabi?
Tabaxi?
Tabaxi?
No, there aren't.
Well.
Nobody's sitting at these tables and playing. This is this is really just a sort of you sit and have a drink and watch the world go by kind of place.
Perfect.
There are a variety of people, but I mean the largest group is a group of 3. You know, it's one of those places where it's mostly couples actually. You know, there's like kind of 8 of these fold-out tables, and that group of 3 of us had to nick a chair from another table. There's only sort of 4 other tables that are occupied other than yours, so it's not hugely busy, but doing a little trade. And occasionally somebody will come up and ask for something that they'll take away as well. So they'll walk along with a drink.
Perfect. I'll just sit where I can watch, make sure that nothing weird happens over at the healing place.
Yeah. Make me a perception check, if you would, please.
Oh boy.
Yeah, my forte. Did it do?
Well, we know how good you are at these things.
Oh, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. There you go.
Yeah. It's something you're actually quite amused because you're sitting and you're paying attention to the temple that Varo's gone into. But you're also it's a natural habit for you to scan around the buildings, to scan up to the rooftops, back down. It's just this habit that you've got. You're keeping this arc in front of you under pretty solid surveillance. And your eye catches a little bit of movement against the dark blue of a roof that of course is really very much in shadow off to the left. And you see someone come over the top of it. They come over the top of the point of the roof, and they slide down and just slide down gently and land kind of at the combing where the roof comes down. There's a piece of combing that comes up, and then you see a rope come over the edge. And it's just this one position on this building that's almost in complete darkness. You see this rope come down, and you see this little figure come over the edge and just shimmy down. Kind of, they're knotted onto the rope, and you see some tools come out, and the window get worked on, and the window just pops open.
And this is the building that Varo's in?
Sorry? No. This is a different building off to the left. Yeah.
It's probably the dwarf I just healed. Who's working on the roof.
Yep.
It's too slender for that.
Yeah.
The figure is halfling size. Dressed in dark clothing.
I'll glance around just to see if there's any city guard wandering around. If not much skin off my nose.
You're going to dob them in, are you? I mean, there are occasional members of the guard just sort of, again, they're wandering up and down. They're talking to people. I mean, this is an incredibly, as a general rule, this is obviously this is a thing that people do of an evening. There are families walking along with children. There are a variety of people out on the street. This is obviously one of the things that they do each day.
Yeah,
All
he's
right.
doing assisted parkour. God damn it. You tell the guards that there's a guy swinging between buildings and whatnot.
Doesn't look to me like there's an easy way up there or anything like that. I get up, put some coins on the table, and we'll wander towards that building, assuming that the guy came up from the back side of the building. I'll just sort of wander around that back side to see if there's any climbing equipment or anything.
Okay, so you wander up to the building, and you go around the reverse. It's about 4 stories tall. It's quite a big, solid, imposing building. At the front, so where that came down and where they went in, you could see that there was a sign and a large entrance, but it's just that bit too far away and just in shadow that you couldn't read exactly what it was. But obviously, it's obviously fairly important. And you skim along the back, and it's a narrower alley. It's darker, but you're alert. You wander along here, kind of in the shadows. No one's waiting for you. No one's ready to jump out. It's well kept. It's clean. It's obviously fairly well trafficked during the day, but at this time of the evening, nobody's going to be wandering along here.
Anybody else convinced that Lovelaw's going to get himself arrested for something he didn't do?
Probably.
Breaking and entering. And we're going to have to get him out of jail.
So you're wandering about you're wandering about halfway down, and let's have another perception check, but this time we're going to have it at advantage.
Can I figure that one out? That is shift. There you go.
Well,
What?
was that at advantage?
No. It is +5. I did the.
I'm not going to roll yet.
I did the shift
No.
with the plus. Oh, you can't do that anymore, can you?
No, just
How
right
does
click on the number, and then you can just.
I
click on
don't know how it works for
Yeah.
players. For the
Yeah.
DM, it's you click and you always have to choose advantage, disadvantage, or regular.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just right click on the number.
Okay.
And,
It's
left
come
click
up
on
now.
the advantage.
It has come up, yeah. I can see it.
Just roll
it
again.
Oh, have you?
Just roll it again.
I can't see it.
I can't see
Well,
it.
Yeah, that's only
I
one single
refreshed
roll,
it.
though.
I've
I've
got
got an
another
18.
one. I've got an 18 and an 8.
I don't have an 8.
No.
But the 8 I
I've
don't
got
care
13
about.
plus 5 and a 3 plus 5.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
there
there
we
it
go.
is. Yeah,
There it is. For some reason, I've got all sorts of noise and stuff because I have animated
That one's
dice.
a perception check, isn't it? Hang on.
Yeah.
Why does that one say it's
Yeah.
plus 11?
That ain't me.
No, it's a 2 or an 11 and then plus 5.
Yeah.
So the 2 rolls are a 2
Ah.
and an 11. But we'll take the 18 anyway. Yeah, and you
That's kind.
notice that it's sort of you wouldn't notice it without being as tall as you are. But there's some lower stonework, and then there is and then the kind of this footing of the building kind of it goes in, and then there's a more flat wall that goes up, and you notice that in the slots between the stones that someone has inserted some really fine but very precise climbing. They're obviously for climbing because they're flat plates, and then they have like a little T on them on the top for climbing on. You would find it very difficult they'd be hard enough to see in daylight, but in darkness it's quite tough to spot. But because you were paying attention and looking for something, you can see that these have been dotted up the building. That's clearly how they got at the back.
Okay.
What you notice on the rear here as well is that all of the windows on the rear are barred. They've got bars, on the outside. They've got bars that are set into the stone that are around them.
All right. I'll just step into the best shadows I can.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to pull out a little, a small thin cigar, light it up, and just sit there. I'll keep the cherry pointing away from the house, but We'll just
Okay.
sort of hang out in the shadows.
So the last thing we're going to do, and we'll come back to you a little bit later, is
Absolutely.
we're going to get you to make a hide check. Straight up hide. That's all we
Right,
want.
so stealth. Here we go.
Yep.
Hey, wow.
You just settle yourself in, just in the perfect position to not be seen as somebody climbs down here.
Hopefully, where I could reach out and grab a collar, but if it's too far away, that's fine. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Interesting. Very
All
interesting.
right, so let's get back to our hatters.
Yes.
Hat aficionados. You do find one of the doors that's still open. There's a sign over the door which has clothing on it. So you head inside, and there's a small showroom. There are some mannequins on which there is clothing, and there are some racks that have got a variety of different hats. There's a section for what you would consider to be more formal hats, and a section for more radical clothing. There doesn't seem to be a great separation here between male and female per se. The style seems quite generic.
That's good for Shaggy.
Because Shaggy is neither male nor female.
Eyes and ooze, baby.
Absolutely non-binary. Very definition.
Okay, so I'm looking for 2 hats. Actually, I'm looking for 3 hats. I do Morney's first. So I'm looking at a new captain's hat with lots of flowers around it, like imitation flowers. And the colours are going to be green, orange, and white.
Okay. You're looking for you're a bit like the guy in the Fast. No, it was the Fast Show. No, I can't remember which Little Britain, who turns up and asks for the ultra specific thing.
Yes.
And then they say, "No, we haven't got that." And he says, "Well, I'll wait."
Okay.
Then.
How long to make it, and how much?
You're looking for, if you're looking for custom items, nobody's come out to greet you at this point. You can hear bustling in the back, but nobody's come out to say anything to you.
So Morney's, I think, is a little bit specific. Megan's. Megan.
Oh my God.
I think I need something in leather, something dark. So I'm going to have a look round. They might have something, they might not. And for me, I want a beanie, because I'm fed up of thinking about stuff, and the enemies can see my sensors, my light emitting neurons going blah 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 whenever I think about how I can get away from them. So I've got a bit of a thing going on at the moment where I think that's how they're knowing what I'm thinking. Okay, this is important shit. So if I can hide those neurons from people, I'll be happy. It can have ear flaps like a one of those hunters thing. It can even have a pom-pom on top. Yeah. So a woolly one, a leathery one, a furry one, doesn't matter. I'll finish it off. I'll finish it off with my flags of many colours. I mean, my cloth of many colours. But that's the type of thing that I'm looking for. For me, I really don't care what style it is, as long as it covers enough of my neurons, because I don't have a helm, you see. And that's basically what I'm looking for.
Right.
Yes. So if I need help, I will be impatient. I'll go, excuse me, shopkeeper, milliner, Mad Hatter.
the artisan whose establishment this is
Yes.
breezes out from out the back. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Why? What have you done?
So it's a gnome,
Ooh. Hello.
female gnome. I had not realised you were here. I was about to close up. Can I help you?
Yes. After 3 hats, please, my dear.
Certainly, there's our hats here, but these are all that we have.
One is
available at the moment.
specific,
I'm
so
sure it's something that you'll-
I would be looking at getting it made special.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Okay.
You want permission?
Yes. Is JL with us?
Yes.
Yes. So I point over towards JL.
You,
I
it is JL, and it is Megan. So 3.
Right. So I point to JL and I go, "This is my good friend JL. She's my captain, and I would love to see her wearing a delicate hat in orange, white, and green, with some sort of floral arrangement, with a wide brim that curls at the sides, almost like a sun hat, but one that can steadfast and go round the horns." Okay. And I know that this is specific, and I know that this is going to have to be manufactured, and I don't mind waiting, but I think JL's worth it because she is a good captain.
Thank you.
I certainly. In terms of design,
Yes.
she wanders over to one of the racks like this, and she picks up a hat.
JL?
This design?
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. I think that's good.
Right.
Let me try it on.
Do you want that? Do you want me to hand make some flowers to go around? Look, I can do this. And she wanders over to some clothing that's on a mannequin, like this, and she shows how that this is. It's a rather beautiful dress, in fact, and it's got handmade cloth flowers, really quite beautiful ones in sort of like a garland around the neck, like this. And you said colours were orange, green,
And white.
orange, green, and white.
Yes.
Bagora.
I think that will suit her. It'll make her stand out in a crowd.
And how would you like the orange, green, and white arranged? Do you want me to do stripes? Because I can felt and do stripes, or would you like different panels in different colours? How would you like it arranged?
Patches. So if I can, and I try and show her with my hand. I kind of like make a blob with my hand. So it's like a cow patch, if you know what I mean, where it's big enough. It's got wide bits attached, and they basically get the colours, and so it's not a straight line stripe. It's got curves in it all the way around, and it's all patched in. So one patch at the front.
Please come this way.
Okay.
She beckons you. You go through, and you see all this kind of all these equipment for sewing and making, and you can see bolts of cloth, and you can see various other things in here.
Yeah.
And she leads you over to a little desk that's just through the door, and she opens up a folio, and takes out a sheet of paper, and you notice there's some kind of bits of like almost like a sort of chalk-like stuff lined up in a box, and she very quickly rapidly sketches up, and draws like this.
I quickly look at JL, look back at this. She can make that work. That would be brilliant.
Good. All right. And I'm thinking we'll put the flowers around, and she just sketches this up really, really rapidly. And fantastic work. And you think, yeah, no problem at all. The only thing I have to say is, obviously, you'll excuse me for saying this, but because I don't know you, I would need the payment for this up front before I start work on it. It'll take about 5 days.
5 days?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
With all the other work that I've got scheduled in, and my team won't be in until tomorrow, so we won't start work on this until tomorrow.
Okay, that's not a problem. We might not be here in 5 days because I think we're going to be leaving in a couple of days. But we are I can say this for the first time, ladies. We are now residents of Kraxis. And I do a head bobble, which really doesn't look that good because I have no neck. Okay. And so it's just my head that goes. And so, yeah. So how much would JLs be?
This is going to be 22 gold pieces.
Okay, so 22 gold pieces. Now, for my friend Megan, I'll be honest, I'm conflicted about Megan because I've only ever seen her. Well, I think I've seen her out of her armor, but she still wears darkish colours.
Out of her veil.
She doesn't wear armor.
Oh, well, that's why I get confused, because I swear it was the same clothes during combat as it was for evening meal, dear.
Indeed, it would
so,
be.
What is your favourite colour, Megan?
Black.
Apart from black?
Black. She wears black and black.
So apart from black and black, what else is your favourite colour?
White.
Love it.
Charcoal
White
grey.
with the lights turned off.
Yeah.
Charcoal
Red
grey.
with the lights turned off.
Yeah.
White orange with the lights turned off.
A really, really, really dark red.
It's almost black.
So I say to the lady gnome. So I say to the lady gnome.
The colour of
you see,
blood on black cloth.
So this is the problem that I see, and I don't know if Megan would appreciate any colour at all. But I would like something nice that would fit in with the dress style she likes. Possibly more leathery rather than felt. Could you design something and we'll have it as a surprise?
She goes back out and she picks up a really nice tricorn hat that's made out of
Megan.
Made out of annealed leather. It's brown. I could dye this with this style suit.
I'm getting quite excited. I'm actually treading between each foot because it's a tricorn hat and it looks piratey. I'm going, Megan, this could be fantastic. Do you like it? Should we get it, Megan? Shall we? Yes, we'll get it. Ah, look at that. Oh, it suits you so well, Megan. Okay, yes, please. If you could dye it, what was that favourite colour of yours again? Blue.
Black.
Black. Sorry, I knew it began with a B. And then...
Certainly.
So if we could dye it black, so how much would Megan's be? The tricorn...
The tricorn hat, and I will.
I'll
dye it. I'll dye it for it exactly. Perfect. Yes, I'll dye it for you at no extra cost.
Okay, and that would bring the bill up 9, so that would be 31. Okay, and then lastly for myself, I'm not too worried about colour. But I need something to cover my neurons. And I point to all the flashing things that are currently flashing whilst I'm thinking of things.
Kind of down through the whole of your...
It's
body.
Yeah, I don't want a cousin it wig. So I'm thinking more for just the top half.
Nice. She's looking at Megan and JL, who have wandered off and are looking at some things, and she sort of catches your eye, Megan, JL, and she kind of, as you notice that she's just sort of shuffled slightly to the right, and she taps a bucket with her foot, rolls her eyes, and then sort of, because that would fit on your head and would cover your head.
I thought that was a comment on his sleeping arrangements.
No,
Let's see if I see
this. This guy expected me. Well,
I thought she was being a bit racist.
I could perhaps make you a helm style out of leather. Would that be useful? Or I can make it out of cloth. So she takes you back through the door again and sketches out what is essentially like a kind of bucket helm. It's cut off here, and it's shaped like a helm. But she's drawn it. I mean, I could do it in leather. She grabs the brown and she just sort of colours that in, like this. Would that work? If you wanted decoration, logos, or other things, then let me know.
Well, if we're talking specific, in the stories, in the historical pamphlets that I've read, sometimes. The types of people that I align with the most in reality, they either have a tricorn hat or they have like a bandolier kind of covering. So it's like a square cloth that's folded into a triangle, and then they wrap, and then they tie a knot at the back of the head. One of those type of things, or
you want a
similar but made out of wool. You
want a headscarf?
Nice.
Why do we get repeat themes with this?
You want a headscarf? I have many headscarves.
Yeah.
What colour would you like? And she leads you over to a rack on which there is a rail, and hanging on that is a series of headscarves. And she picks one off, and she folds it and ties it around her own head, like this. And she's got it basically just it's tied like a bandana and covers her head. So that's different.
I'm so shocked.
That's different to another style that some might adopt, and she ties it like that and ties it under. I don't like that style myself, so she like that.
I look at her and I go, were you perhaps pirate before you were a hatter?
No.
Just you wore that very well. That's absolutely fantastic. And I like the bright red and pink. It kind of clashes. That's perfect.
This one in particular?
Yes.
This one is silk, so it is slightly translucent. I got the impression that you were looking for something that was...
I could put a helm, an armor helm, over the top of that silk, couldn't I? It's not too thick. It's not too thin.
You would need to be very careful. It will wear.
Yes.
You'll damage it. It's quite a delicate fabric.
Then I will come back and get another one from you.
Fair enough.
All the pluses. Okay, so how much for my pirate hat?
This bandana or this headscarf
Yes.
is 8 gold pieces.
That we shall now call a pirate hat.
It is. By the way, this stuff. I mean, this is high end, and this is a really nice. It's hand spun silk.
Nice.
And it's been hand dyed as well, and really delicate.
Isn't?
I mean, to be honest, it's far too nice for you to be wearing. It's like.
Yeah. Isn't in this sort of day and age all things handmade?
Okay.
No.
Okay.
So I fish out.
Some things are made by magic people who make magicy hand wavies and then things.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Mass produced
by high level 9 magic spells. You mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Nice.
So I fish out 2 gems.
What I'm saying is, it's beautiful quality. It's really, really nice.
Yeah. Well made.
There's a difference between, some simple clothing that you can buy relatively cheap. You can buy quite nice clothes, but this is not nice. This is really superior quality stuff.
Actually,
All
I
right.
fish out 1 gem. Okay, and I'll have a quick look at it to make sure that I've got the right thing. And I say, will this do? And it's a gem equal to 50 gold pieces.
She reaches into like this little cubby at the side of her desk. She reaches in there and pulls out a small scale with a set of weights on it. And she takes the gem, she puts it on. I wouldn't normally take gems.
I can do gold if you wish, or platinum.
I'd prefer it if that's all right. It's just that I have to make sure I've appraised it right, and in that situation,
Yep, no
I don't want to let
problems.
you down.
So I fish out 50 gold's worth of coin, and I plop it down on the table, and I go, there you go.
It's 39. She hands you back 11 gold
Yes,
pieces.
you're quite right. And then I push the 11 gold pieces back, and I go, this is for your talent and expertise. And I will be coming back again.
It's very generous of you. Thank you.
Not a problem. Please, everyone who's involved in the alterations of Megan's hat and thing, please, pass it along.
Let me tell you that I will share that with my team.
Not a
They all
problem.
work hard. And then, so what she does is she just puts that to one side on the desk, and then she writes up a bill of sale for you. And if you'd just like to bring that back, just in case I'm not here, and then you'll be able to pick up your hat when it's ready.
Perfect.
The tripod will be ready tomorrow, but I'm assuming you're going to pick them all up.
We'll
together.
pick them all up at the same time. Either
And she
I or
takes
somebody.
your bandana and she wraps it in a nice piece of tissue paper and hands it over to you.
Excellent.
Nice.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, and have a nice evening. And sorry for keeping you longer than you needed. Oh, I'm very happy, ladies.
Just before as you're leaving, what she does is there's a slot, and you notice on the side of her desk, and what she does is she puts the gold coins, through the slot.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. Bye.
And when we go out, I say to Megan and JL, if only Lovlaw was here, he would see how wisely I'm spending all of his money.
Love it. Love it.
Thank you, love. Thank you.
Are you carrying on at the street, going back? What are you doing?
We're going to go down. Well, I'm going to head off down towards see where Lovlaw is. Whilst I'm going, I'm trying to put this infernal handkerchief around my head, and it's just not going right. I just can't do it.
So is everybody heading back to find Lovlaw?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
alrighty.
Well,
Lovlaw.
I mean, unless Megan and JL want to do something, I mean,
No,
I'm
it's fine.
done.
I've got to move on. Sorry, Varo. You've casted that spell, and it's been really helpful. And you've spent some time. They have 2 rooms, one of which is people with particular diseases, and the other of which is people with injuries. And you have spent some time in both doing your healing song, and it's really, really helped. And they're actually turning out the lights and letting everybody. They turn the lights low. They don't turn them off, but they put out some of the lanterns, and so the light is dimmed. And they thanked you for the help that you've provided, and they're really quite. They've been really quite moved by you just turning up and volunteering your time. When you first arrived, you could see that there was an element of skepticism, but once you had talked to them briefly and helped them, you realised that it's made a huge difference.
yeah. Well, I've also got lesser restoration, which I can use, which can end either one disease or one condition: blinded, deafened, paralysed, or poisoned. So
there is one person with a particular disease that's quite sick. So if you could cast that would really
I will do that.
make a difference. Yeah, I mean it does. It's a significant. It's a significant impact when after you cast the spell. They're immediately improved, and it's going to take them a few days just to fully recover enough to leave. But you've definitely, it's arguable that you've saved their life.
Nice.
Good. Well, if they're turning the lights down, then I shall take my leave.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's one of those things where you've just touched so many people's lives all at once and made a big difference. Mm-hmm. And talking of touching things, Lovelaw,
You've
Interesting.
There's just this thin. There's this thin trail of smoke, kind of just almost perfectly vertically, kind of heading up into the sky, and you hear some boot scrapes above you. Whoever's coming down is not concealing themselves, or is not taking care to conceal. They're not concerned at all that they've been spotted. And you hear them
you guys.
You just look up and you can see this small shape. And as they're coming down, they're pulling these custom-made footrests out of the wall and stowing them in a pouch. There's this occasional sort of little clink as one, another one goes in, another one goes in. You don't think you could have climbed that?
Gotcha.
You could have used those to climb it. You think that you would weigh too much, but this halfling is slight and light.
All right. When he hits the ground, I'll step into the light, take a nice big puff. So there's a glowing cherry as he turns around, and I'll say, I think you and I are going to have a little talk. I'm trying to intimidate him to get him not to just run off, because I don't want to get into that altercation. So here comes the attempt.
Okay.
Did it go?
Ooh.
I don't see it anywhere. Did it go anywhere? I clicked it, I swear. Okay, I'll try it again.
You should
Intimidation.
influence him, my man.
I hear the beep like it's going. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong.
Right.
There. I had roll 20
Yes.
up in the background, and it was trying to kick it over to roll
Oh
20.
yeah.
Yeah.
I must admit, because we don't use Roll20 for D&D Beyond anymore, I've just disabled the plugin.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, me too.
Oh wait,
Okay,
so there it is.
so they come down and you literally just step out of the darkness with this cigar, look down at this halfling, and you...
A little
And this
dog.
face rolls back and looks at you. She's young. She's quite young. She's very slight. And she looks absolutely terrified. Absolutely terrified. She's just stood there frozen.
So I
What are you gonna
reached
do?
down. I reached down slowly, because I mean this is a feral creature that could bite me in a minute, and I just sort of reached down to the front of her cloak and just sort of ball it in my fist,
Okay.
and just sort of pull her towards me and say, "So tell me, do you have a great take?"
So what you do is you reach hold and you grab her and then you pull her and then literally you just lift her off her feet. You're so strong. So insanely strong. And it's literally your face to her face like this. Right?
Nice.
So tell me, and you say, you have a great take. No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
And what was it?
Papers. They prove his innocence. He didn't do it.
This sounds like a great story. I got some people you're going to want to meet. I just sort of turn with her.
Sorry?
And I just turn with her and just start walking back to meet the rest of the gang.
What are you going to do? I mean, you could just walk along carrying in front of you, but she'll get there. She
Yeah.
might get a bit stabby when she realizes whatever. So what are you going to do? Just put her back down on the floor? How's this going to work?
I think what I'll do is I will put her back down, and I'll put the big old hand around the back of her neck, just sort of holding her, walking forward.
Because immediately, as soon as you put her down and she turns, you realize that she's going to run. So all you do is you just grab hold of the back of her neck. So rather than grabbing her neck, you basically grab her scruff, which is just there's this cloak, and you just grab the scruff of her neck, and you can see that she looks at you. She looks up at you, and you can see that she's sizing up whether to. Pull a dagger and stab you and all those sort of things, and you just see this calculation is you're not the law. She knows that.
So I just say, and flip my cloak back to show the big freaking axe. I know what you're thinking. Not everybody's out to get you.
Okay.
I'd like to hear your story.
I'm gonna look for that to be. I think I'm going to want a persuasion check on that as well. Just let's have a quick persuasion check.
Yeah.
It's not a high DC. So it's a nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So she actually you feel, even though you've got hold of the back of her, you feel that she gives it. Essentially, she relaxes. And you can see the calculation. She's thought about it. She's seen what you're carrying. She's seen the size of you, and she can tell that you're no slouch in a fight, right? So you're looking at her, and you see that she's got, she's reasonably skilled, but she's nowhere near as skilled as you are, right? And she's nowhere near as tough, strong, etc. You could bury her with an axe.
I don't know.
Because what you do is you hurl the axe at her if she ran away, and then of course you would knock her unconscious.
So
you can do that.
I've got a friend. We We look into all sorts of things. I'd love for him to hear your story about the injustice you're trying to fix. There he is now. If Varo's coming out,
Yeah, I mean, you come out the end of the thing. You come around the corner. Varo is coming out the door. Look, he's just wandering out, and he's looking down the street. And Varo, you notice him. He's walking along, and he's got this halfling that he's kind of gripping the back of her neck. This little halfling, and she's like,
Varo,
see that he's looking around.
We got our new friend.
Oh yes. Hello.
This wine shop's really good. I think they've got a couple of booths in the back, maybe. Let's go check it out.
Okay. So you take her round in front of it's basically the little setup there, and you let her sit down on a chair, and Varo, you sit one side of her, and Lovlaw, you sit the other. Lovlaw, you're much closer to her than Varo is.
What do you have, young lady?
And the proprietor comes over and he says, come back. Here. And for your friends as well.
Absolutely.
He brings 3 glasses of wine over.
You hungry?
He's looking at you. Hungry? Did you say she hungry?
Yep. Does she look destitute?
Not really, but I wouldn't mind this drink. And she takes a couple of deep draughts on this glass of wine.
So, Varo, there's a story here. Maybe it's injustice, maybe it's not. Just thought you might want to hear it. Lovlaw does know the end of his intellect and whether or not he can be duped. And he likes the idea of this story going to Varo for a more discernment. So I stay aware, but will lean back in my chair, relight the cigar.
So yeah, you see that building over there? That's the city hall.
City Hall.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's everything. It's the port offices and all of the things needed to keep the city running. There's guard station is in the basement.
Evidently, our young friend Varo has some papers that she might want to discuss with us that she managed to retrieve from that building this evening.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The story's getting interesting. Let's get to the part where you're helping somebody.
So there's a senior member of the Treasury who works in that building. Boltivar. Boltivar then. And my father. My father worked there as well. And Boltivar was stealing. He was stealing from the city. Embezzling money. But he was clever. He got some fake papers together. Forged my father's signature. And my father was given the blame when it was found out. Boltivar got off scot-free. And whilst Nothing would give me greater pleasure than slitting his throat while he sleeps. It's not going to save my father. So she spins her pack round and lays it on the table, flips it open. So I got this. She pulls out a ledger and a folio that's got some papers in. This is the real information. This is the information my father kept. Baltavar hasn't been able to destroy yet. He hasn't been able to get it out of the offices because people have been watching him. I've made sure of that. Other people who worked with my father kept an eye on him. But he's had it hidden. And now I've got it. I can prove that it's not my father.
Well, that's interesting. Let me introduce myself. I'm Lovlaw. This is Varo. We're part of a
You hide well
spell.
for such a big man, Lovlaw.
I'm sorry?
You hide well for such a big man.
Well, the shadows were helping me out tonight. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I do wonder about your extremely sophisticated tools. A young lady who's helping her father might not necessarily have those wonderful climbing insertions into the wall things. I have no idea what do you even call them. Varo.
Okay, so
metal.
here's a question. Is she telling you the truth or is she a big fat lying liar?
Well, I think Varo will know much better than I do.
Well, Varo could look through the papers and.
Yeah.
Well, I think both Lovelaw and Varo should make an insight check.
Oh no. This is another. Oh yeah. No. This my wisdom catches up to me. I think on that, John. I think I fall on the side of belief. I think that I.
Okay, so it's not about that.
Oh, okay.
It's about you roll the bones, and we see what the bones are telling you, and then you can infer from
Fair
that.
enough. Did it go out to you guys?
Why has that
I
not
didn't
come
see that.
through? No, I rolled as well. And
Okay, it's now saying, "Are you still there?"
Okay. Inside.
I can see it in the game log.
I can see it. I can see it. Yep. I got a 7. So that's there.
Yeah, and I got 21.
There we go. That's why I brought her to Varo.
So this is the thing. Sometimes it does these weird things. So yeah, I only have Lovelaw's 7. I don't have Varo's 21 for some bizarre reason.
Again,
I don't have it.
if you check the.
I'm not worried about it. I believe you.
No. Yeah.
No, I know what you mean. The game log in our character sheets.
The game logging game is actually very slow.
Yeah.
It's dog slow again. They fixed this problem a while back. Come on, D&D Beyond.
We had the same problem last week, didn't we? I thought.
My roll dice had been defaulted back to show only self. So have a look at that.
Maybe that's what it is then.
Where is that setting?
So
Roll
you need
dice.
to go into the VTT.
Right.
So on your character sheet?
And then down at the
VTT.
bottom.
Roll dice.
Yeah. Open it up. And then
roll
under
to
the
self, roll
button,
to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to be on
You
roll
got roll to everyone. So I thought that was just the dice at the bottom.
So
No,
on the VTT,
it's all dice.
So on the VTT, at top right hand corner, I've got a bar that says that's got like a cube, and then it says everyone, or you can change that yourself.
Yep. Mine says everyone, so I get it.
Yep.
So the cube is right next to the hammer and anvil.
Yeah, and mine's set to everyone.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh.
I'm only giving you suggestions. I see something slightly different what I see because there's a DM, so I don't know.
I'll roll inside again just to see if it.
There it is. That sucked.
Okay, so maybe it was the setting in the VTT then.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I did roll a 21 before that, but.
So yeah, I believe you. It's fine. I really do, honestly. I don't for a second think that you're a porky teller.
No, but yeah. So
yeah.
Weird. So.
Well, the weird thing about this is I can see. So I've just gone to your character sheet and opened up the game log, and I can see the latest one, which is the 11, but I can't see the previous one.
Really?
Wow. I wonder if I can see it on the game log on the. Yeah, I can only see the one that's an 11. I can't see the other one's just not there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not.
Huh.
Yeah, so that's what I can see.
Yeah.
Again, I trust you. Okay.
No, I'm just
That's
saying.
amazing.
It's there. It's just not obviously comes.
Yeah.
Please don't think that I'm not trusting you, because I absolutely 100%
That's
trust
interesting.
you. So there's
John,
something's broken somewhere.
As we're doing this insight check and all that, I do want to loom again and say, we gave us our names. It's only polite. And I ask, and then I wave for another round.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she's glugged down that wine real super quick anyway, and you can tell that she's starting to calm down a bit. I'm sorry, Kelsica Shadowspark. So, Lovlaw, you are inclined to believe that she's telling the truth. You can't really tell. You seem like she's on the up and up. You figure that your intimidation has worked wonders. So you're absolutely convinced that she's going to tell the truth, because otherwise, she knows she'd get your fist in her face. Mm-hmm. But Varo, you're very careful. So you look at how she's talking. You look at her. The way that she forms her words, how she uses her sentences, the way that her eyes look at given points when she's recalling information. You very carefully study her body language, and not only that, as she pulls out the paperwork, you just have a very quick look through it as well, and you realise it's genuine, or at least it would have to be the world's greatest fakes otherwise, as far as you can tell. Sorry. Kelsica Shadowspark, she says.
I don't know any Shadow Sparks.
Oh, for goodness sake. So it does this thing where it tries to send it as an image. It's just ridiculous. No, you don't recognise the name.
Yeah. I'm looking at Varo, because I think that he's probably got a better peg on this than I do.
Here's the thing. You asked about my equipment.
Yes.
And yes, tonight I was helping my father. I'd do anything to help him. But that doesn't mean that this equipment is not for me plying my trade.
Understand. We actually have a pirate in our group.
She's been explaining a number of things, Varo, and you realise that through that she's been threading this particular series of words that you understand that Lovlaw clearly doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just some emphasis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tap the table on certain words, that kind of thing.
Yeah. She's just been threading in this whole thing as part of this conversation, the way that she's been looking at you and the way that she's been moving at certain points. And you can tell that she is, clearly and obviously giving you, checking you out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. She's essentially been putting out feelers with you as to whether and waiting to see if you would respond. Now, you've actually been very poker face through the whole thing, so you've been picking up this thread. But essentially, what she's been doing is she's put out a if you can understand me.
I do have these counts as a language, so yeah.
You absolutely do. You absolutely do. And so she's been using cant and threading these things in there.
Yeah. Well, Varo will, as he talks to her, he will indicate that he understands. Yes, they speak the same language, as it were.
All right. So essentially what happens, Lovlaw, is that Varo sits there and asks her a series of questions about some details in these things, and it's really tedious. I mean, you're actually quite bored within about 18 seconds.
Yeah.
You're half bored, swigging on your wine, watching the world go by, and actually kind of losing the plot of what they're saying to each other.
Absolutely.
And there's all this really boring conversation. So they sit there for about 10 minutes, and they have this really long, boring conversation about the numbers in the ledger and how they work and what the connections are on each of the pages. It's this whole conversation that goes on. You're like, yeah, okay. You're glad that Varo is having this conversation.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, Lovlaw, unlike Muggsy, is ridiculously patient from being guard duty and things like that. So for him, as bored as he is, he amuses himself with studying the other people around him.
Oh, yeah.
Exits, entries, blocking maneuvers. He's going through all that crap in his head as he smokes his second cigar and enjoys.
Yeah, I mean, you're watching the world again. You're watching the world go by, and there's really not a.
The rest of it's sort of is just droning on between the two of them.
Yeah. I mean, this is important as far as you're concerned because Varo is asking a lot of these questions.
He's got it. I trust him. He's got it.
So essentially, Varo, the conversation is very much that oh yes, I'm hearing. Essentially, you respond to her by saying, "I'm hearing what you're saying." And like you, I have a particular set of skills which I've honed over a lifetime.
Yes.
And then you start to talk about what the approach would be. So you have this conversation in Thieves' Cant. Again, Lovlaw just, unless somebody really knew what they were listening to, nobody else would have a clue. But what you do is you discuss the things that she's tried in terms of she's been into the prison and probed the situation in the prison, but that would mean that they would have to turn their back on their lives here. She's very careful not to crap where she eats, so she plies a lot of her trade outside of the town, outside of this city. She goes out into the countryside, but she's often been an acquirer for hire. There is a loose association of people here in the city, but no one who is there's no guild, there's no central kind of organization, which is probably good because rogues don't tend to trust one another very well. And she also explains that what she actually does is a lot of acquisition for hire rather than acquiring valuables, and rather than stealing. What she does is a lot of jobs. She does spying and those kind of things, because her skills are pretty good in comparison to a lot of the locals.
Okay. I'll ask her, obviously she's got to deal with getting her father freed. But other than that, would she be willing to look into for us.
Look into something for you, or for the right fee, for the right coin.
Yeah. I say, well, so someone went missing, left in a hurry, we think. And sorry, I think it was out of character, John, 6 months or so ago, 3 months, can't remember. We have a date anyway, presumably. Got a date from talking to Sunwish's daughter, Gulrick's daughter. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we want to find out if he left the city. If so, where he went. Do you have contacts at the docks, at the gate?
That's like finding people isn't really my speciality. But if you want me to get something out of a building or keep an ear on something, I can do that. People don't tend to notice me, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, not
Okay.
when I'm dressed like this, of course, but...
Well, let me know how I can get in contact, and we'll see if they've got any business for you.
Where are you staying while you're here? Somewhere fancy, I bet.
Are we staying at the Gold? Where are we staying? We're staying on the ship, aren't we?
Yes, of course you are.
Yeah. I was
It's
gonna say.
where you
Hang
live.
on.
It's actually kind of really where you live.
Yeah.
We have an apartment on Kraxis. Actually, this is where you live, is the ship.
Yeah.
You know, like pirates do.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
It's just tits. You guys with your knocking and tapping and touching your noses, shit. I'm going to go for a walk if that's okay.
I would say, well, you can find us down at the docks.
You're gonna describe the ship and
Look for the weirdest ship.
and if it talks to you, don't be too frightened. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll drop by tomorrow.
Okay.
First thing.
All right. We're done.
Hey.
We're done, Lovlaw. Let's head back.
Good. About time.
We can help each other. That's always a good thing.
A preserve.
She slides the things away and she packs up, and then she just says,
Yeah.
"Thanks for the drink, Lovlaw, and
Anytime.
stay safe out there, big man."
You wait to see
And
me.
then she just turns and she's gone. She's
Just
gone.
Yep.
wow.
Right.
That was
Yeah.
Was that
Beautiful
impressive?
Wings.
Varo.
All right.
I think she knows her business.
The other three.
Although she did get caught by you, so
Well, I had some luck to that.
Yeah, just the right space. The other three just come wandering across the road and see you sat at the table.
Ah,
The,
nice hat.
The wine cart guy is getting ready to pack up. The streets are quieting down now. People are starting.
Can we get another round for our friends before we go? Before
Makes my eyes pop, Lovelaw.
we've dropped some coin here. We've dropped some coin here. Please, just another couple of seconds.
They'll probably give you a
you don't
drink
have
to
any
take away.
eyes, Shaggy.
Hang on, he says, and he opens up his cart and he rifles around and he pulls out some bottles.
Very good. You guys can
And what
shut.
he does is he fills.
We'll stay
he
here.
fills two of them up with the red wine, and one of them up with the white. I'm so sorry. I'm getting quite low. I'll be back again tomorrow.
What's the name of the establishment? I enjoy this place.
It's a cart.
Does it have a name?
I'm sorry, John. DM to DM. What an ass thing to do. I'm sorry. But yeah.
It's the four-spoke carriage.
Varo's going to take a bottle of red, a bottle of white. All depends upon your appetite.
Yeah. Are these tables getting pulled up, or can we sit here for a minute? Just like to chat, my friends.
Oh well, I'll meet you anytime you want.
I'm rolling.
At the-
He said, and this is my card. and thanks.
Okay. We'll flip him a couple of coins and
Yeah, I mean,
relax for a minute more.
okay. Yeah, I mean, he's packing up, and it takes him a few minutes to take his tent down. It's actually quite impressive how he can do it on his own.
You need some help?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
It's obviously designed to be easy to put up and take down.
Yeah.
Single-handed. You know, someone's
You
obviously made
would probably get it all messed up if you tried.
Oh, I would have completely screwed that up.
Takes about 10 minutes. He literally packs all the stuff up. The tent stacks on top of the cart. Everything is, obviously everything has been, built and designed for this. He packs up all the tables and stacks those all up. But there's like a one of these kind of like a, thing sticking out the end like this, and he literally hangs the tables and the chairs on it all. Apart from the tables, he moves some chairs over for you to sit at.
I don't know if we asked.
He brings out glasses of wine. Sorry?
No, I was going to say I don't think we asked what the weather's like. Is it warm?
Oh, it's
sunny, hot.
It's pleasant. It's balmy. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's a lovely warm evening.
It's nighttime. Yeah.
Probably about it's probably about 15 degrees Celsius. It's that kind of.
Okay, so hot during the day then.
Come on.
Sorry, it has been
Hot during the day.
Yeah,
Why are you
during the day.
Why are you Celsius?
That's what normal people everywhere in the world use.
Yeah,
It's right. It's like if you're going to do dates, the day comes first, then the month and the year. Okay.
Oh, I did. Oh, I did
And
that.
by the way, metric is superior.
Fair enough.
You say that. I think that the next set of tariffs to be imposed on the rest of the world will be to enforce Fahrenheit and the.
See, I
Please
think
don't.
we should have a.
Let's not go.
The rest of the world should have an imperial tax. Any country that does not use metric and does not supply things in metric,
if you
as
don't,
the primary measurement,
if you don't do,
is automatically has a 30% tariff stuck on all of their goods.
or if you don't do your weight in stone, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No. Well, I think the imperial system. We should charge a tax for using the imperial system.
Look, I will say, as a user of both Fahrenheit and Celsius, I prefer Fahrenheit because it has got a more graduated system. The steps between degrees and Celsius are huge, you can go from all sorts of weird different variables in Celsius.
You're right. We should all be using Kelvin.
You know what? That's probably not a bad idea. But anyway,
unfortunately, the steps in Kelvin are actually the same as steps in Celsius.
Are they really?
Oh, it's a lovely, warm, balmy evening. It's 288 degrees Kelvin.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
288 degrees Kelvin on average.
So those of you watching our show, this is what we descend to from time to time. All right, let's get back. We have not done enough with Megan and what's going on? You guys are showing.
Yeah.
Are you with Shaggy when he shows up?
Yeah.
Were you with him in the hat shop? I did not get that.
Yeah.
You're with him.
We were letting him work his magic.
We were off to the side, giggling about all the weird things.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Cool. So John, you tell them what they see. Yeah, we're there. We're there.
They're just sitting at this. There's this guy with this cart, and he's got a tent over it, And he's obviously a purveyor of drinks, and has this little, just literally on the street, has this tables laid out. It's actually kind of just off like the actual road itself, just to the side. So there's a bunch of other people with food carts. Now everyone is packing up and going. He's just packed everything up, but he's left the table out for you. He's bought you glasses of wine, but he's also put the bottles on the table. And Lovelaw, you've thrown him some coin, and you've thrown him enough coin that he's quite happy with the amount you've paid, and and
losing his goblets and got it.
Yeah. I mean, he's got these crates which is where the glasses go that he serves the wine in. So it's actually quite a rare thing to find glassware like this. Normally, only high-end establishments have it.
Yeah.
So clearly, it's obviously a thing that he does.
If we're back tomorrow, I'll bring you the glasses.
Looking elf, this guy wrote him. And you get the distinct impression that he's probably a bit. He might at some point have been a bit of a wide boy. He might have been hooked into some of the less savoury elements of the town, but this is his kind of legit thing, and this is what he's settled on.
Lovelore doesn't get that at all, but absolutely. If we're able, we'll bring back the glasses. You thank you so much.
You're gonna steal his glasses?
Well, I mean, he's leaving, right?
Yeah. But he's waiting for you to finish so he can have.
Okay.
He's got some bottles out for you.
No.
He's filled the bottles up and put stoppers in, and
so he's staying late. He's staying late. Okay,
you've been very generous,
and he's given us takeaway bottles to take back to the ship.
No, we're really pleased he's did that.
You finish up your drinks and then you take the bottles, and they're good sized bottles. That you can take them away with you. And
we had an exciting night. Met a young lady.
Oh yeah, again.
No, not like that. Not like that.
Oh, okay.
No, a halfling. I mean, seriously.
You're taking them small now. Wow. So
I was sitting outside, minding my own business, having a nice little glass of wine, watching the place where Varo was doing his altruistic crap, and saw a thief doing her thing, getting into the big building over there.
Thief?
Yeah.
Well, breaking in.
Yeah. Cresting, you know how they crest the top of a building.
Line?
Yeah. Carefully, trying not to silhouette. I was just sitting there doing my own thing. So I snuck around back, grabbed the thief, brought her to Varo.
You grabbed her? You handed it into the cops?
No. Brought her to Varo.
Okay.
And Varo interrogated her while I drank wine and smoked a cigar. It was great.
Okay. And she explained why she was breaking into the place then?
Yeah. I'll let Varo tell you.
Okay. Has she not told you then? She looks about.
She gave me some thoughts, but I brought her to Varo for a reason. I think he probably knows better.
Yeah, so, Varo will explain, obviously, her situation, her and her father. So she seemed legit. I mean, as legit as you can be for a... Rogue is obviously her main line of business. Apparently, she often fetches things for hire. She will acquire items if you need them. But I think the thing with her father's the real deal. The documents all seem very genuine. I thought we might be able to get her to help us finding out what happened to Kelric, but she says that, that kind of information gathering is not her thing. But she's going to drop by the ship tomorrow.
Let's leave somebody on guard there then, so she doesn't pinch everything.
What is it about living ship that you haven't...
Yeah, exactly.
that makes you think that someone's going to sneak aboard and steal your stuff?
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
That is one of the net positives.
Oh.
Well, we managed to steal the ship.
I thought, why does he put a picture of a stick on that?
Now you know.
Then I saw the caption.
I just imagine that the cigar is a cheroot. So it's manky, and it's got bumps, and it's whatever
All around his mouth.
Yeah, but it's thin. It's not like a Churchill.
Yeah,
it's a more thin. There's nothing elegant about it. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I was just throwing that out there.
So the sort of thing with people with little money would buy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sort of a Clint Eastwood.
I mean, Lovlaw's loaded, but he still buys them.
Well, not anymore. Not anymore. I have to buy all the damn hats.
You don't know that yet.
Yeah, you don't know about that yet.
You have no clue.
Nope, not at all.
Could have at least got you a hat that you could, stick a cheroot in. Yeah.
I love it. Okay, carry on.
No, I think Lovelaw would suit more like a bandolier with cheroot things in them, so he can slide them in his bandolier instead of shotgun shells and whatnot.
So, John, we don't know how we can have easy fire. So I'll throw that your direction. I can't just make fire for a cigar or something like that. So I have no idea how it works in this universe. I will bow to your DM knowledge on how that works. I in my head was just imagining the I have no idea.
Tinderbox.
I'm pretty certain
exactly.
tinderboxes.
But tinderboxes, yeah. I mean that's a really complicated effort for a tinderbox, and but
I would
whatever
imagine
the
there's
case.
a candle on the table, a little candle in the
Yeah,
table
but
burning, and you just lean forward and light up your cigarettes from.
Yes, but when I was hiding back in the corner and I did my little lighting thing, I was wondering what John thought was the method that I made quick fire for that. And I apologize for once again derailing the game with my own selfish desires of understanding.
No, because I think it needs to be. I think it needs to be addressed. You see, I've always thought that if you can't use your tinderbox for a cigar or a pipe or something like that because it is spark driven, okay, then adventurers would have something like the old nomadic tribes would use in like the days of old, where it would be something like a horseshoe mushroom, and they set and they've got the embers going, and it's very quick and easy to just and then then you just it's off the ember.
It's surprisingly a defining thing in a game is how can you get fire easily. I hadn't even thought about it, and I don't think
the answer to the question is that you can get matches.
Fair enough.
Now these are not the matches that you would think of in modern terms, because the chemistry of those is the striking match is actually quite complex. But these are sulfur matches.
Lucifers.
Okay. Very good.
Not really, no.
No?
No.
Okay, alchemical
Liquid make
thing.
a stick of pine wood with sulfur. At the slightest touch of fire, they burst into flame. But you have this. You basically have a way of striking them with a steel. So what you have is a small box which has a little steel in it.
Fair enough.
With a spring loading mechanism, and then you take your match, your sulfur stick, put it in. You press, and then you pull it out and you use it to light things.
Ooh, that's exciting!
So
I love it, John.
It's almost like a kind of medieval cigarette lighter.
I love it. I love it, John. I love it, John. I love it.
You could always get Varo to cast Sacred Flame as a cantrip. 2d8 damage. Big pillar of flame comes down. You sort of lean.
Every time he wants to smoke a cigar, that gets set fire to something significant.
Oh my word!
Burning hands, anyone?
Does no one have the cantrip? Yeah. No, that's wonderful. No, that's wonderful, John, and it makes a lot of sense. And I will play with that. I've got the little thingy that I can put the. Yeah, got it. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. I love it. Sorry for taking that much time.
So back to the ship.
Yeah, I think I would say it was probably a leisurely walk. I mean, some of us have had a decent amount of wine. Some of us have awesome hats that we're excited about in the future. Are we watching carefully?
We've not told you.
Well, tell us, for crying out loud.
No.
The port is actually quiet.
Ah.
So at night, there's no ships coming in and out at night, and there are guards. Yeah. It's well guarded, but there are not. It's not. There's you're used to Kraxis, which is literally just all the time.
Busy. Yeah.
Kraxis is always busy, but here, no, it's night. Everyone goes to sleep.
Shrink as we're walking along. I shrink my arm slightly and turn my hand into a goblet. And I say, pour us a drink, please. And it goes straight into my hand, straight through my skin, and then all the way round to where that's lovely.
Gail's been sharing the what's it called? The bag. Where's it called? The alchemy jug. The alchemy wine. Today it's wine.
So we got more wine. Excellent.
Yeah, she's been sharing it out. It does a gallon. It does a gallon today.
Gallon of wine.
Yes.
Nice.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, you could have done mayonnaise to go with the snacks.
Yeah. Well, she's got to get the fountain set up in the courtyard of the apartment.
Oh.
Or the roof. I don't know yet.
Jail. What do you think? What do you think of this place? Is this
It's
the first time
interesting.
you've been here?
Where are we again? We're on March, aren't we?
You are.
Yeah, I've not been here before.
What do you think of it?
It's nice.
Yeah, they roll up the sidewalks at midnight, but I mean, not bad so far.
So this
Do you
is
not like
Taction.
Sorry?
This
Do
is
you not like
Taction.
it?
I'm sorry, one more time, John.
Sorry, I was just going to say, so this is Taction. Yeah?
Action.
Yeah. The largest city or the capital city of March?
No, it's on the largest island. It's a large city on second largest, one of the largest cities on the largest island.
Yeah.
It's a little bit difficult to work out which of the two places on the largest island is the largest.
Yeah.
Certainly, this is a large city. You know, it's obviously important and it's obviously wealthy as well.
Well,
And he's just exploring the streets and drawing it all out and seeing what they've got. You don't like it?
You guys find whatever you're looking for when you're shopping?
Oh, we got some hats.
Shaggy's ordered some hats, but I don't know. I don't know what they're going to be like until they turn up.
Going to be fabulous. I managed to walk out with mine.
It's a nice present, so we'll add it to the collection.
That's a nice hat, Shaggy.
Yeah.
I mean,
It makes my eyes pop, I think.
It hides your neurons.
That's what I was going for. Now, when I think that somebody's a complete buffoon, they won't see me thinking.
Well, that's wait, what? Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
I lift up his hat to try and see if he's thinking I'm.
Lovlaw's lovely. I love Lovlaw.
That means I get a disadvantage on insight checks to work out what Shaggy's thinking.
I am in disguise.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, and it's got another use for it. I've just thought of this. When we're out during daytime, I don't get a hot head.
Nice.
I'll have a hot cap instead.
Anyway, I know what Shaggy's thinking all the time. Yar, pieces of eight. That's all he's thinking.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
I mean, sometimes there's a flag involved.
How aware are we of?
You are a pirate.
How aware are we of Varo's quest? Varo?
Oh, yes.
Well, you know all about Varo's quest. You know everything that Varo knows anyway.
Right, so do we know if he's got a vice like gambling or cards, not for money, or playing for not money?
Oh, he doesn't have a
dice.
vice. He likes healing people and doing good things.
No, not
Oh, I know,
Varo,
you're talking
he's-
about Kelrec.
Yeah, Kelric Sunbelt.
Sunwish.
Good question.
Sunbelt.
Sunbelt? Yes,
Sunwish.
that's the one. Do I get to cast a wish spell now? Sunwish? Yeah, no, him. Do we know if he's like that, or have you not thought that far, Varo?
Well, when I knew him, for the period of time I knew him, he wasn't a big gambler or, didn't take drugs or
Right.
excessively.
I was just wondering if there was maybe somewhere else that we could try and see if anybody knows of him that's spoken to him just prior to him leaving, kind of thing.
Well, I mean, he wasn't. This is the thing we've learned is obviously he wasn't around. He wasn't necessarily well known in this place.
Right.
But the fact that he left all his stuff behind would suggest that
It would be a quick exit.
he left quickly. Yeah, he didn't expect to be going.
So one could assume from that any notification he would have had, whether it being verbal or written, he would have taken the written with him. Surely the docks should have, unless he's got his own ship. Do Do you think he's got his own ship that he could then traverse the wild space?
Well, he must have come here on a ship. Whether he left on a ship is question.
Maybe we need to speak to the dock master for ferry passage. Somebody must have a registry.
Let's see if we can narrow down when he left.
Yeah.
And then see if we can find which ship he might have been on.
Could he have been taken by someone? Did he have any enemies that you know of?
Oh, that's a good question.
Mm.
Very interesting, JL.
Sorry, JL again.
So did he have any enemies that Varo knew of, and could he have been taken by somebody?
What do you think, Varo?
Yeah, I mean, he could have been taken by someone. That's always possible. You know, as I said, he did take his stuff with him. If he was kidnapped, yeah.
When he left,
So we need to.
when he left Kraxis, he took his gear.
He took his gear with him. Yeah.
Yeah, which was clear. And, well, I say clear and obvious. It seemed to you that he was going somewhere.
Yes.
I mean, he didn't have a lot of kit anyway, but he had a travel trunk and some other things, and he took it all away with him. He didn't leave anything behind. The difference now is that, according to his daughter, he has left it all behind.
Maybe his daughter will know if he's had anybody who was after him.
We could re-engage with his daughter as necessary.
I think we need
narrow
to
down. Let's narrow down when he left, then talk to the port master and see which ships were going where. I mean,
and also
people do change their itineraries and things like that, but give us at least a clue.
Also have a look and see if there's a thieves guild or a thieves
There isn't.
kind of operation
No,
working.
so I've already established that from talking to the halfling thief, Kelsika, Shadow Spark, that yes, there's no organised thieves guild here, but there are a number of independent operators, shall we say.
So maybe having a word with an independent operator and seeing if any strange movements have been going through the port that he might be able to inquire on our behalf. That would keep the non-registered traffic in check. Registered traffic, we've got the port authority maybe see.
But I mean, I doubt they keep track on people to that extent. I mean, I'm assuming there's no such thing as passports. You don't have to register when you might have to register your ship when you enter. You probably don't register the people coming and going.
No,
at
not
this period of time.
Yeah.
And as I say, Kelric wasn't from here, so it's not like someone. Oh, that's Kelric, isn't it? That's a bit odd. He's getting on that ship, or he's just a guy wandering around, gets on a ship, and no one's going to make any noise.
No,
that's the problem.
I get that. Every place is different, but maybe if it was a passenger ship, maybe they might actually have. If we know the date that he left, so if his daughter could tell us exactly what day it was that he went within a couple of days, say, we could then have a look at passenger ships, and if there's nothing there for us, then obviously it's a dead end. I'm only saying because when we first turned up at Kraxis, we had to identify ourselves with the port authority.
We did it in chat.
We did it in Kraxis.
Yeah,
good idea.
Not here. Yeah,
it's a good idea.
So things
I think it's
laxed,
something
but
important. I think there's a couple of important things to just fill in, just to give you an understanding of things. First of all, there's no such thing as passenger ships in the purest sense of, vessels that just transport people. What you'll find is that some ships are mixed use, that transport people and cargo.
Pay for passage. You can pay for passage, or even work passage.
Yeah,
depending on the
there
ship.
are actually not, as far as you can tell, there are very few. In fact, no Spelljammers here. One or two other Spelljammers in the port. Spelljammers appear to be quite a rare thing in this particular port, probably because the attitude and approach of the authorities here are that you can't be going flying around over the top of the place. They're very sensitive about it.
That's a good thing as far as us figuring this out.
Yeah. There are also roads that do lead elsewhere on the island. So there are other ways of leaving. You could get on a cart, you could walk. And so I was just trying to point out that there's all sorts of different avenues. I was about to say, it sounded like it was a pun. It wasn't meant like that at all. There's all sorts of different routes out of this place. So there are roads, there are ships, so there's a number of different methods.
The only problem that I have as a player, and I'm not going to go into it, that the only avenue that I can think of, pardon the pun, is ship. Because if he went by cart or by horse or dragged into a dungeon, unless we can actually find that clue, and I'm failing to find any clue about where the next clue is to find out where he's gone, I don't know. I'm just throwing things out in the dark.
We could ask the gate guards. I mean, there's ways we can go. What I would say is my main concern, Varo, and I'm talking in character, is are you okay talking to this young lady again? It seemed to be an emotional. It seemed to be an emotional event. Okay.
Yes. I mean, something that I've been waiting for. One of the reasons why I've been happy to join in on all of our adventures is that gradually my acquisition of spells has me closing in on a spell I can Kate Kelrick.
You broke up one more time.
Yeah. That's interesting.
But you broke up for me.
Very soon, hopefully, I will be able to cast a spell which I can use to locate Kelrick.
Wow. That's very good. Very good.
Very close now.
Which spell is a matter of interest?
Scrying.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
Fifth level spell.
That's very good.
Now, one of the things. Sorry?
You got that 10th level, isn't that right?
Yeah.
5th level spells are going to 10th level.
5th level spells get a 9th level, actually. But 10th level for me because of the leveling.
Oh, yes, of course. Yep.
So, next level, I will get it. Sort of playing in character. What I could really do with a reason to go back and talk to his daughter is to get some of his hair, if he's got a hairbrush. That would really help me.
That's fascinating.
Well, of course, he took everything with him before. But, if I can get his hairbrush.
Well, if we can establish the date that he left, then we can check with the guards at the gates and see about who went out, and we can check with the port authorities.
They're not going to know. I mean, there's no. I would say there's no point on. I mean,
Okay.
you know, unless he was dragged out kicking and screaming or something, probably not going to remember.
He's not in that dungeon, is he? He's not been arrested and he's been put in the dungeon in the city hall.
that's the other possibility. Is the corrupt local authority banged him up?
But banged him up on the quiet, so quiet.
Well, exactly. That is again. That's the other problem. Obviously, that they're not so corrupt that that's the sort of thing they do. They frame people for, but yeah, don't know. Maybe not.
Would your mentor have known someone like the young halfling we just met?
Possibly. Probably. I mean, it depends.
Well, there's an angle of investigation.
I mean, that's a good question, John. I mean, do I know if Kelric was rogue-ish? I mean, I've said he was my mentor as a bard, but I've
you tell me. Kelric is your character. I will feed things into Kelric, but you tell me.
No, I think
did Kelric had you taken a turn in one direction and then Kelric?
Yeah, I think that's what he was, because my first level was rogue, and I think it was Kelric who steered me more towards the bardic side. So I think Kelric was a pure bard.
That makes more sense to me. I think.
Yeah, I think so. So no, I mean, it's
have known.
No, he might have known her, but in a non-professional capacity.
Might have known her in a semi-professional or professional capacity.
Interesting.
You never know what he might have been up to.
Well, no, that is true. We don't know.
He's the kind of individual who often had fingers in lots of pies.
Well,
he was always looking for looking to fill his coffers with gold.
Opens up a new avenue of investigation. Then, Varo, what do you think?
Yeah. Well, I don't think it really hurts us to ask around. We could ask our friend if she...
Sorry. Wait. Apologies.
I was going to say we could ask our new friend Kelsica if she can put the word out. Provided we pay sufficiently, I'm sure she will. Even though she wouldn't know herself, she can find out.
So you've got a number of different potential leads that you could follow up here. You've got Kelsica who can help you out with local contacts and potentially find out information for you if you point her in the right direction.
Yep.
You've got Aldia to visit, and you've got Kelric's possessions that Aldia has. So there's an option for looking into things. And you do still have a letter of introduction to Zemkalchar as well.
Yeah.
And, other things like the option to sort of, just sort of wander about the town a bit more.
Yeah.
I mean, essentially, you've been quite closed where you've been. You haven't really... even the more trafficked streets, you haven't wandered up and down.
Yeah, JL definitely wants to have a wander around and see what she can spot.
You've got about a quarter of a mile, but it really probably needs to be daytime when you do that.
Let's wait till the next day and
have a wander about.
Sounds like a good plan.
Sounds like a good plan. Absolutely. Brilliant. Well, with that, I definitely could use a sleep.
I think what we'll do is we will leave it there for this evening.
Yeah.
Just to confirm that was a hospital of St Cuthbert
Nice.
Oh yes, good. Yeah.
that you dropped in on there. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very
Okay.
good.
Right. Well, let's say goodbye to our lovely viewers. Goodbye.
Bye, viewers.
Bye.
Bye, viewers.
Bye.
If you got all the way to the end, we appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the NVRA whilst we bring you content of different games. If you like what we have done, please like and subscribe.